Good afternoon and welcome to our final keynote of fusionLIVE. We now have Andrew from Avaya who's going to talk to you about keeping up with the speed of customers.
All right. So I'm the one keeping you from the bar, I've heard. I'm going to try to make it in 25 minutes or maybe 23 so we can get in and out of here quickly. I'm going to talk about, my background is customer service, call centers and the rest. I'm going to talk a lot about keeping up with customers, and it's not just a story of the future, it's a story of already today. So I'm going to talk about why is it a crazy place, what's happening already, what changes are coming, and how do you get ready to meet those challenges. A couple of quick quotes I pull in, they're always pretty fun. I like this one. 85% of customer interactions with businesses by 2020, according to Gartner, will be without a person involved. A little bit of how did we get here and where did we start? If you think of the original customer service, it was somebody would enter a shop and stand at a counter and talk to the shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper would give them business there. Over time, the shopping cart was developed and the customer was allowed to go through a store on their own and service themselves. My beginning was in 1994 with this startup sort of symbol there. I worked for a startup. I was employee number 24 with a company in Germany. Of course, we had 320,000 employees worldwide with AT&T. That's where I started in this world here. And we brought call centers. We became Lucent Technologies over time there. Email was a great new thing. Email automation and contact centers came around in the late 90s, early 2000s. Avaya happened after that. Again, I have the luck of 21 years with the same company here. Chat, social media, mobiles come into it there. But what's happened in the last 2 or 3 years and what's happening right now on us is exploding the channels of the way customers want to interact with companies. Another interesting quote, this time from Forrester, say UK statistic here, 73% of businesses think they're doing just great, and 12% of customers say, yeah, okay, I guess. I talk a lot about engagement 4.0. I have my customer 1.0 shirt on today because this is what it's all about, is getting back to just servicing a customer. A customer, whether in a digital or the analog world, just wants to be serviced as a human being. The first revolution we had in customer engagement here was when we introduced the telephone. And the telephone gave us distance. So you didn't have to be across the counter. You didn't have eyeball contact anymore with the person trying to sell you something. Email, that great bane we all love, our email inboxes here, suddenly took the real-time component of talking to customers here. Now we had asynchronous communications going on. The social revolution, all the other Web 2.0 here that came in the late 2000s, mid-2000s, in the late 2000s here, thrown a whole new component in it. And even if you're able to get all those channels in your business together in the so-called omni-channel solution, and I would be really happy if all of us had omni-channel solutions out there today, you're still not meeting the customer expectation. And that's where I talk about engagement 4.0. And I'm going to use a quick example. This is a real story. It's my story. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the full conclusion, but I'll tell you what I'd like it to do. I went to the airport in Berlin 2 months ago, and I do travel a lot, but on this day I decided, for whatever reason, not to check in online before I got to the airport, which was a mistake. The queue was really long, as they are nowadays for check-in if you haven't done it online there. I had the app installed. I tried to do the check-in there. I got an error pop up on the screen, and the screen said, please call our service center. We're unable to proceed with your check-in here. And all that did is call the contact center, the IVR. Of course, I didn't finish that experience because I knew where that was going to go. And all you get at the end of that there is a very helpful person saying, hi, how are you doing? Cheerful, what can I do for you? And I'm thinking, why don't you already know about me? What could be possible at this point is very simple. It's been possible for 3 years already today, but most customer service applications, if your businesses or if you're a consultant working with customers that have mobile applications, in the app data transfer, taking the call while I'm in the application, take the position of what I'm trying to do, who I am, where I am, what I'm trying to do, and deliver that information into the customer service center so that the agent has all the information they need to be able to service my needs. Wouldn't that be nice if that were possible today? I think we would all agree that would be a great thing if we had that. So now I want to shift a little bit into something you need to know about, whether it's important for your business today or it will be in a year or 2 years. You need to know what's coming. Messaging in Facebook world is going to be huge. I promise you. It already is a very big deal. Facebook Messenger was split out of the Facebook application 2.5 years ago. Lots of people were mad at that. They thought, why do I need 2 applications now to do maybe the same thing as before? Some of the examples, KLM, very big one. You'll see a lot of it. You Google Facebook Messenger KLM, you'll see lots of videos on YouTube about what they're already doing today. Other examples are shopping. Shopping is going to be huge. You'll see this on some of the sites popping up in the next few months in the UK. When you go shopping, it doesn't matter on what website, we're not talking Facebook, you shop on the website, you go to the checkout part, you do your final details of payment, and there'll be a little tick box. I promise you, you will see this before the summer. There'll be a little tick box you can say, I want Facebook Messenger updates. Probably all of you know about Twitter. The third one here, messaging here. On the right-hand side is WhatsApp. I don't know if any of you have had any questions from customers in your business or from your business yourself. Can we communicate with our customers in WhatsApp? It's a big question. It's been happening for about 2 years. If you don't know, the terms and conditions of WhatsApp so far have always forbidden it. You're not allowed to do business or commerce versus WhatsApp here. They announced at the beginning of the year they're going to change. They're going to open up an API. They're going to monetize it with businesses here so that they can sell access there so you can do customer service within the WhatsApp channel. The second one here, you may or may not know the yellow ghost. That's Snapchat. I'm sure many of you are on Snapchat. I advise you to try to get on Snapchat here. They are also looking at how to do customer service. These are examples of companies already doing customer service in Snapchat today. So back to my example of the mobile check-in. We like the idea of having the data transfer, the information go to the company. They can greet me and help me right in line. We get right to the business. But that is not the right answer. You take the example, I'm trying to check in before I even see an error. So before it comes up to me here, it should be looking at my context. Who am I? What am I doing? Where am I? What am I actually doing? What kind of customer am I doing? All this information is unknown. Your back-end database systems, your CRMs, your web pages are tracking everything I'm doing anyway. Just make use of the data. And many of us will say, I do a lot of consulting with businesses. It's really hard to do, right? No, it's not hard to do. You just need to put the will in. In this example, if they were smart enough just to look at my location, because I was on a mobile device, I was using their application. If they looked at the location information, they would have seen I'm in the airport already, and they could have just popped up on my screen saying, just take 5 steps to the woman sitting behind the counter over there. She's being paid to do that job anyway, and she'll check you in and get on your flight. That's the win-win for the airline. Don't busy somebody else in a contact center with another task who has to start all over again. It's going to take a long time here. That might have made me very happy as a customer, but the real solution is here. There's somebody being paid. They can do that job right now for us here. That's the information, but only when we have the full context of the situation. It's what we call contextual communications, something that's going to be becoming more and more popular to be talked about here, and I hope we find chances to come together. So we take the application layer out of the PBX system here and put it on an agile, nimble platform here. By doing that, we're able to enable communications and quickly deploy solutions over there. I ask you to go, if you want to go check the web, look for more information. You can see things about our Avaya Breeze platform if you want more information. Also on the web, YouTube, LinkedIn, DevConnect for those who are more interested in developing things there. And if you need an excuse to connect with your 15-year-old daughter on Snapchat, use me. Follow me on Snapchat. Triple Daddy is my name here. Follow me and find out what the backstory of a life is as being an evangelist. I'd love to connect with you more, and I hope I gave you a couple of things you might be able to do. And the last thing I have to do before I let you out of here is I've got to snap the crowd. So if you've never been on Snapchat before, now's your chance. fusionLIVE 2016. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.